You're watching News here on the Rise News. We begin this bulletin with a breaking news that the Central Bank of Nigeria has extended by 10 days the period allowed for the deposit of old issues of the 200, 500 and 1,000 naira denominations, which has been all on for the past 3 months. Now, in a statement issued a short while ago by the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele, after a meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari, the Apex Bank said it has achieved 75% success with the recapture of 2.7 trillion naira outside the banking system. Now let's bring in our Rise Business analyst Chika Mbonu, who joins us now for a breakdown of this development. Chika, I want to say thank you very much for joining us and
happy Sunday.
Yes, it's
when you see a big masquerade like me
out on the Sunday.
on a Sunday, it must be a major breaking news.
Yeah. So, was this expected? And what's your reaction to this news? Like, it's been extended for another 10 days.
Okay. I mean, in your rundown, you talked about the amount of pressure that the central bank has been, and what has been out there among the citizens and different other pressure groups, whether it's an LC, whether it's an MBA, and whether it's the politicians, the House of the Senate, the House of Reps.
Yeah.
Everybody, depending on their own interest in this new notes, had asked for some extension. Some people were asking for extension for 6 months, and so on and so forth. But be that as it may, the Central Bank of Nigeria is a listening institution. I don't want to put it that way. Let me even say that the president is a listening president, because the authority to do this, make these changes, derive from the president of our country.
All right.
See, there's no arbitrariness in the Central Bank of Nigeria. They can't just go to town and do that. They can recommend, but the CBN the president has authority to approve or not approve. For our viewers, may I provide some clarity to this, for avoidance of doubt? If you will excuse me, can I go ahead?
Please do.
Yeah,
please. You have the floor.
Yeah. Remember, for our viewers, I'll take it slowly, that the original deadline was January 31st, 2023, for everybody to turn in their old notes into their bank accounts. Now, that extension, and the currency will cease to be a legal tender, means that you won't be able to buy or sell, with it after January 31st. However, Central Bank, in listening with the directive of President, has now extended that to February 10. So you have February 10th. After end of February 10th, the currency that you have ceases to be a legal tender. That means you cannot buy and sell with it. And that's the first level. So take all your notes, go into the banks and pay them into your bank accounts. After February 10th, they cease to be legal tender. However, the CBN law, in section 23 and in section 22, also insists that even after the cessation of the currency being legal tender, the citizens of the country are allowed the grace period of 7 days to see go and pay the money into their accounts. So citizens, again, after that expiration of the February 10th, the money you have now, you can't use it to buy and sell. However, you can still take it to your banks and go and pay into your account up to February 17th. So let me take it again. You are allowed to take in your notes, use it to buy and sell up to February 10th. After February 10th, you cannot use it to buy and sell again. But however, you can enter into your bank and still pay it into your bank account, and your bankers will accept it up to February 17th. So,
that is under the guise that some of these bankers and these tellers do know that is because we've had issues whereby some bankers would say that it's past the deadline and they will need to seek clarification before receiving this.
Not this one. This is law. The CEOs of what the banks know about this. The Central Bank directs the CEO of what the banks. This is legally. It's not a memo or whatever. This is the law, and it has been communicated to all the banks. Let me take it again. Up to February 10th, you can see trade with the currencies you have, the 200 naira and the 500 and 1,000 denominations of the old order. can, and then still pay into bank account. But after end of February 10, this is to be legal tender. Legal tender means that you can buy and sell with it. However, you can enter into your bank up to February 17th and give it to your bank. They will accept it and credit to your account. All this is geared towards making sure that everybody will know, nobody will have an excuse that doesn't have enough time to exchange his old notes, to put his own notes into the banking system. I hate using that word exchange. It's not even actually an exchange. The issue is put your old notes into the system and into the account so that you can subsequently use that.
Chika, if I may come in here, what's 10 days going to make? Whether you extend it 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, if you don't systematically make available the new currency, notes. That is an issue that people are finding difficult out there, right? The ATMs are closed.
Very valid point. Very valid point. But I must say also that in driving out today, early this morning, a lot of the ATMs that I saw that were struggling for didn't have currencies before. Most of them were, people were not queuing and collecting currency. What happened is that,
but not the new.
They know the new notes. No, any bank that is spending old notes and run ATM is going to be fined by central bank. Any bank that is dispensing old notes through ATM now is, I don't want to use the word saboteur. It shouldn't be doing it.
That no bank. 1 million per day
penalty. Yes, penalty. No bank ATM as at this time should be dispensing old notes. Any bank, please, any for our viewers who sees that should come to us, get across to us. We'll get across to CBN on that. That law is out there. That rule is out there to all the banks. Now, let me put it this way. Also, BVN, Nigerians, whether it's lastminute.com, NIM, lastminute.com, registration, lastminute.com. A lot of people thought that this is going to be extended and so on and so forth. This is for real. Graciously, Central Bank has given this 10 days additional time, 10 days for you to get for it's going to be legal tender, buying and selling, and then pay into your bank. And then if you're not able to taking the money into your bank within the first 10 days, you still have that 7 days extra up to 17th. You cannot buy and sell with it, but you can still go to your bank, put it and pay into your bank account, and they will accept it from you. All the banks must accept it from you. That's the law.
Okay. Another point. I'm sorry, Aaron. There's the issue of the amount. There's a cap on the amount that you can actually take from the ATM, which used to be 100,000 naira and now reduced to 20,000. So what's the scenario with that?
Let's put it this way. Remember, there's a bigger issue in this the objective.
All right.
In this the currency change and then thrown with the limits, ATM limit thrown into it, is the fact that, remember, we had about 3.23 trillion of cash outside the banking system and cash in circulation. Only about 500 billion was in the banking system. The other ones we didn't know where they were. In warehouses and so under people's bed and so on and so forth. That's not a real culture. The direction we're moving to now is multifarious channels where you can do your transactions. So moving your money into the system, into the banking system, and then you can do your transactions. It's not an exchange. Exchange means that if you bring the old currency of 1 million naira, they will literally give you 1 million naira of new currency. No. The issue is bringing your money, even the rural areas. The exchange is subject to a limit of 10,000 naira. So if you bring 20,000 naira there, the super agents would give you exchange for 10,000 naira, and the other 10,000 they use to open bank account. Citizens, let's move into this. Change happens. It's for the good of our country. Let's open bank accounts. Let's start transacting through other alternative means. Bigger issues. Remember, CBN had monetary policy objectives on this exchange. Inflation is coming down. Our foreign currency exchange rate is stabilizing. And even security agencies have commented on this. And so let's work towards this. There are bigger gains from this. And individuals, instead of sitting down and criticizing whatever, if you have old notes, you have the freedom now, you have the latitude now, up to February 10th, you can put in the banking system. And it is still legal tender. However, if you fail, You can still put into your bank up to February 17th, but it ceases to be legal tender after February 10th. So that for me, the president has listened, CBN has complied, and let's move on Nigeria.